Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Tabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my name is Charles Tabansi. My handle is CTABANZ. If you want to follow the Dreamers Pro Instagram, same name as the channel, Dreamers Pro. And also, please make sure you follow the Dreamers Pro podcast that we have pinned in the comments below. Let me get into this topic here. As y'all know, Dillon Brooks has turned himself into an annoyance, and in some cases a nuisance in the NBA. His most recent spectacle was the back and forth he had with LeBron James and the Lakers last year in the playoffs. Now, what am I referring to? As you guys know, the Lakers ended up playing against, I believe it was the Memphis Grizzlies in round one. Yes, they played against the Memphis Grizzlies in round one because they played the Warriors in round two, and they played the Nuggets in round three. But in round one, you know, the Memphis Grizzlies they like to brag, talk a lot of junk, you know the team. But no one is a bigger trash talk on that team than former Memphis Grizzly Dillon Brooks. And at the time going into that series, Dillon Brooks was talking his usual trash. But in this particular instant, he was directing it towards LeBron. Now, you guys know I usually have some strong views about LeBron, but that doesn't change the fact that he's a Pantheon great, one of the greatest players of all time. And with that, there needs to be a certain level of respect. And Dillon Brooks was giving LeBron absolutely none of that. Dillon Brooks was even talking about he's an old man and LeBron needs to show me. And I was like, at the time, like, wait, what the hell does LeBron James got to show you? What does LeBron have to show you? He got to give me 40 to show. And I'm like, yo, what? Is this where we at? Is this now, some people will call that confidence and other people will call that delusion. For you to be talking about a top 10 player, top 5 player of all time, that he needs to show you what he got is the ultimate disrespect. But nevertheless, he did that. And I think that the Memphis Grizzlies thought that they were going to get into some mental warfare with the Lakers. And the Lakers absolutely baited them into thinking that there was going to be some back and forth. And the Lakers got them up out of there. Now they had some injuries, but nevertheless, the Lakers still won. So what happened? There was some things said about Dillon Brooks over the summertime. So then what happens? This morning, I'm going through the internet and I come across an article from fadeawayworld.net, and the article has the headline saying, Dillon Brooks is unimpressed with Victor Wembanyama. It goes on to say, Dillon Brooks got to see Victor Wembanyama in action firsthand on Thursday. Brooks didn't have much to say about Wembanyama after the game. So what we want to do is about an 11-second clip. Want to quickly play what Dillon Brooks had to say about Victor Wembanyama, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that there.
What was some of your major takeaways from seeing Wemby for the first time in person?
He's tall. That's really it.
You got to be an NBA veteran to catch that one.
So you heard what Dillon Brooks had to say. He's just tall, right? That's all I noticed. Few thoughts about this. First of all, some of these dudes are going to have to get with the program. I was a bit skeptical at first of Victor. This boy going to be a problem. This man is going to be a serious problem. Now, we recently interviewed from a Laker, Michael Cooper, on the channel. He said he thinks he's going to be a great pro. He said the only thing is he's concerned about his weight. Maybe players trying to muscle him, back him down in the post. But here's the thing about Victor that I've noticed. He seems to be positionless. Victor Wembanyama could be running the point. He could be a 2, he could be a 3, he could be a 4, he could be a 5. 1 minute you can see him playing the role of a 5, blocking shots, and then the next minute he's bringing the ball up the court and pulling up for a 3, like a 2 or 3. I'm like, wait, what? So I think Victor is going to be an absolute nightmare for NBA players moving forward. That's the first. And the second thing, so he said, all I noticed was his height. I want to give you guys some information here. I did the research and I went to sportingnews.com and I searched who are the tallest players, who are the tallest active players in the NBA right now. Here's a list of some of the players that are the tallest. Boban is 7'4", the same height as Victor. Kristaps Porzingis is 7'3". Bol is 7'2". Moses Brown is 7'2". Luke Cornett is 7'2". Alex Len is 7'2". Rudy Gobert is 7'1". Brook Lopez is 7'1". Jay Huff is 7'1". Domantas Sabonis is 7'1". So, it looks like there are other tall 7-footers in the NBA. And that sounds like an oxymoron, tall 7 foot, but there are other very tall players in the NBA. So the question then becomes, why aren't they talking about those guys the same way they're talking about Victor Wembanyama? To me, it would seem like there's something quite unique about this guy than those other players. Not to say that those players are not talented in their own right, because they absolutely are. But just to simply boil it down to his height is stupid. That's the same thing they try to do with Giannis. Well, all he does is run and dunk. Well, really? Aren't there other players in the NBA that can run? Aren't there other players in the NBA that can dunk? So why aren't other players doing what Giannis on it? It's a cheeky way of dismissing someone. And for Dillon Brooks to even bark up that tree, if there's a player that could absolutely embarrass you in an NBA game, is Victor Wembanyama. So to even suggest any kind of slander in his direction, to me, is unthinkable. Now, some people say, oh, you're reading into it. Did you read what the article had to say? The headline, he's not impressed. So don't put it on me. Like, you read the article too, right? So it seems like there's more than one person that holds that view. To me, listen, if you want to start off by hating on Victor, you're going to have a very long next 10, 15 years, because you're going to have to be hating for a very, very long time. This dude is going to be incredible. He is going to be incredible in my personal view. Knock on wood, he doesn't get injured and all. I think he's going to be an absolute nightmare this year when he comes into the NBA. His versatility is out of control. When we're interviewing Michael Cooper, he said one of the challenges Greg Popovich and the coaching staff of the Spurs are going to have is they're going to have to figure out what position are they going to play him. Conventional wisdom will say, well, he's a 4 or 5. But is he really? Do 4 or 5s actually do what this guy's doing? It's unheard of, and to hate on him is like you're asking for it. And then if that's the tree you want to bark up, good luck. Because when it falls on you, don't say nothing. Don't ask, oh, why did this tree fall on me? You know good and damn well why that tree fell on you. This is going to be a bad man, but that's the Dillon Brooks way. I think it's part of his shtick. I think it's MO. That's the way, he optimizes his abilities to go out there and perform at a high level. But to me, man, to go at Victor Wembanyama, you looking for it. And I would just try to avoid it. So these are my thoughts. So what I want to know from you guys, do you think it's wise for Dillon Brooks to be trying to take slight jabs at Victor Wembanyama? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.